This is Italian football lover channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day 14 games of Bundesliga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and please click on the like button. Thank you so much. Let's start from the Union Berlin Leipzig game. Off. Union Berlin got back-to-back defeats. They lost against Heidenheim 2-1 in last match at home. And at the same time, Union Berlin lost against Wolfsburg 3-1 in last away game. Before Union Berlin stayed draw against Bayern Munich 2-2 at home, but they won versus 1-0 St. Pauli in away game. Last season, Union Berlin Leipzig game ended up in 0-0 draw. Leipzig is going on so good this season. They are on the second spot, but Leipzig is playing better at home. They won versus 6-0 Frankfurt in last match at home. It was mesmerizing victory, and before they won against 2-0 Bremen at home, but Leipzig stayed draw against 0-0 Mönchengladbach in last away game before they lost against Hoffenheim 3-1 in away game. My dear friends, this is going to be so challenging game. This game may end up in draw. Draw is possible and probable in that game, but just by one goal margin with their quality and according to their performances. This time I want to take a chance to Leipzig for victory. Union Berlin 0, Leipzig 1 is my prediction for this game. Frankfurt, Augsburg, this is the second game. Frankfurt team stayed draw against Wolfsburg 1-1 in last match at home. Before Frankfurt won against Köln 4-3 in away game, but they lost against 6-0 Leipzig in last away game. It was a disappointing defeat for this Frankfurt team, my dear friends. This is before Frankfurt, my dear friends, won against Mainz 1-0 at home. This Augsburg team is playing better at home. They won versus 1-0 Hamburg at home. They won against 2-0 Leverkusen in last match at home. But Augsburg lost against 3-0 Hoffenheim in last away game, my dear friends. This is going to be so hard clash. Augsburg will force Frankfurt significantly. But maybe draw is possible, maybe, but just by one goal margin with home advantage, I want to take a chance to Frankfurt for victory. Frankfurt 2, Augsburg 1 is my prediction for this game. Mönchengladbach, Wolfsburg, off. Mönchengladbach is going to be at home, and Mönchengladbach is going on perfect. They won versus 3-1 Köln at home, but they stayed draw against Leipzig 0-0 in last match at home. Mönchengladbach won versus 1-0 Mainz in last away game. This Wolfsburg team got the first victory at home by winning against Union Berlin 3-1 in last match at home. Before Wolfsburg lost against 3-1 Leverkusen at home, Wolfsburg lost against Werder Bremen 2-1 in away game. They stayed draw against 1-1 Frankfurt in last away game. Last season Wolfsburg won versus Mönchengladbach 1-0 in away game, my dear friends. This is going to be so hard clash. Wolfsburg will force Mönchengladbach considerably. I feel in that way. Maybe draw is possible, but just by one goal margin with home advantage, I want to take a chance to Mönchengladbach for victory. Mönchengladbach 2, Wolfsburg 1 is my prediction for this game. St. Pauli, Heidenheim, off. St. Pauli is second to last on the point table. Heidenheim is third to last on the point table. St. Pauli couldn't get any victory in Bundesliga for a long time, my dear friends. Heidenheim got back-to-back 2 victories. Heidenheim won versus 2-1 Union Berlin in last away game. They won against 2-1 Freiburg in last match at home. But before Heidenheim lost against Leverkusen 6-0 in away game, my dear friends. They lost against 3-0 Gladbach at home. St. Pauli lost against 4-0 Mönchengladbach at home. They lost against 1-0 Union Berlin at home. But St. Pauli stayed draw against Köln 1-1 in last away game. Heidenheim is 3 points ahead of St. Pauli. Again, so hard clash is awaiting us, but really that's enough. This time I want to take a chance to St. Pauli for victory. St. Pauli 2, Heidenheim 1 is my prediction for this game. Hoffenheim, Hamburg, off. Hoffenheim is going to be at home. They are playing better at home. They got back-to-back victories at home. They won versus Heidenheim and Leipzig 3-1 at home. They won against 3-0 Augsburg in last match at home. Hoffenheim stayed draw against Mainz 1-1 in away game, but they lost against 2-0 Dortmund in last away game. Hoffenheim is on the 5th spot, my dear friends. Hamburg is playing better at home. They won versus 2-1 Stuttgart at home. They won against 3-2 Bremen in last match at home. But my dear friends, this Hamburg team lost against Augsburg 1-0 in away game. They lost against 4-1 Köln in away game. My dear friends, I feel in that way Hoffenheim will make the advantage of playing at home, and they will win over against Hamburg. Hoffenheim 3, Hamburg 1 is my prediction for this game. And Leverkusen Köln. Off. Leverkusen is going to be at home, but they lost against Dortmund 2-1 in last match at home. Again, they lost against Augsburg 2-0 in last away game. Before Leverkusen won against 6-0 Heidenheim at home. Last season, Leverkusen won against Köln. In the last game, Leverkusen won against Köln 3-0 at home. Köln is mediocre team. They stayed draw against St. Pauli 1-1 at home. Köln lost against Mönchengladbach 3-1 in away game, but they stayed draw against Bremen 1-1 in last away game. Leverkusen is stronger and better team than Köln. They will make the advantage of playing at home. This is time to win for Leverkusen. They will win over against Köln. Leverkusen 2, Köln 0 is my prediction for this game. Freiburg, Borussia Dortmund. Off. Last season, Dortmund won versus Freiburg 4-1 in away game. Dortmund got back-to-back victories. They are going on perfect. They are on the third spot. Dortmund won versus 2-1 Leverkusen in away game. They won against 2-0 Hoffenheim in last match at home, my dear friends. But before Dortmund stayed draw against 3-3 Stuttgart at home. They stayed draw against Hamburg 1-1 in away game. This Freiburg team won against 4-0 Mainz in last match at home. They won versus 2-0 St. Pauli at home, but Freiburg lost against 6-2 Bayern Munich in away game. They lost against Heidenheim 2-1 in last away game. My dear friends, under these circumstances, I want to take a chance to Borussia Dortmund for victory. Freiburg 1, Borussia Dortmund 3 is my prediction for this game. At Bayern Munich Mainz, off. Bayern Munich is going to be at home. They are at the top position in Bundesliga. They got no defeat in Bundesliga. They are the single team that got no defeat in Bundesliga thus far this season. Bayern Munich won versus 6-2 Freiburg at home. They won against 3-1 St. Pauli in last match at home. Bayern Munich won against 5-0 Stuttgart in last away game. Mainz is at the bottom of the point table. They could get just one victory this season. They are in so poor situation. They lost against Gladbach 1-0 at home. They stayed draw against Hoffenheim 1-1 at home. Mainz lost against 4-0 Freiburg in last away game. They lost against 1-0 Frankfurt in away game. They lost against 2-1 Stuttgart in away game. Bayern Munich is way more better team than Mainz. In the last game, Bayern Munich won against Mainz 3-0 at home. One more time, Bayern Munich will get comfortable victory against Mainz. Bayern Munich 4, Mainz 0 is my prediction for this game. Werder Bremen, Stuttgart. This is the last match of the week. Werder Bremen is playing better at home. Last season, Bremen-Stuttgart game ended up in 2-2 draw. Werder Bremen won versus 2-1 Wolfsburg at home. But Werder Bremen stayed draw against Köln 1-1 in last match at home. Werder Bremen team lost against 2-0 Leipzig in away game. They lost against Hamburg 3-2 in last away game. Stuttgart couldn't get any victory in the recent 3 games of Bundesliga. Stuttgart lost against Hamburg 2-1 in away game. Before they stayed draw against 3-3 Borussia Dortmund in away game. My dear friends, Stuttgart lost against 5-0 Bayern Munich in last match at home. My dear friends, this is going to be so challenging match. I want to indicate that this game may end up in draw. Maybe 2-2 draw is seeming possible in that game. But I feel in that way, just by 1 goal margin, I want to take a chance to Stuttgart for victory. Werder Bremen 1, Stuttgart 2 is my prediction for this game. All my predictions like this for match day 14 games of Bundesliga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and please click on the like button. That makes me so glad. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye!